This is standard 8th, lesson number 2, the Indian Parliament, continuation. So we have seen about the bill procedure. First reading we have seen there are two types of bills, that is, one is a money bill and the second is ordinary bill. Now first reading procedure we have completed, and we are going to see in detail about the second reading. Now second reading, in this there are two stages. First stage, let's see. Objectives of the proposed bill are discussed and members in the house express their opinions on it. So once the first reading is done, after that what happens? The objectives, that is the main points of the proposed bill, are discussed, and members in the house, they express their opinions on it. We know that there are different people do have different opinion, and we do have our right, we enjoy our right, and as per we enjoy, they also, the MPs, those are there, they enjoy their right to express their opinion. So some of them, they may be in favor of it, or some of them, they may not be in favor of the bill. Okay, so the supporters of the bill. Now supporters means in favor, those who are in favor of. So the supporters of the bill give favorable opinions, while opponents discuss the defects and faults in bill. So what supporters do? They are giving favorable opinions, that is the opinions in favor of the bill, and the opponents, they discuss what? They discuss the defects and faults in bill. So they try to see what is the loopholes, what is the bad side, okay, of the bill. So they discuss that, a negative side, or the defects, that is the faults, the wrong things, wrong points. Okay, after discussion within house, as per requirement, the bill is sent to a committee of the house. So what happened after discussion within the house? What happens? The bill is sent to a committee. There is a committee which looks and verifies all the bill, all the points, and what happens after that? The committee report is consisting of instructions and recommendation is sent to the house in order to make the bill flawless. So this committee is having a very important role to play, to be played in giving its concern. So what it does, it has to give a report, and their report consists of what? Instructions and recommendations, and after that is sent to make the bill flawless. Flawless means the bill procedure should be smoother. Now let's see the second stage or second phase of the second reading. First stage, this is still here, okay, we have seen now. Now second stage. Now bill is discussed, and by clause means point to point, and members can suggest changes. After this, voting is taken in the house. So once the bill is there, it is discussed clause by clause, point to point, very minutely it is discussed what is mentioned, clause, what is there in first clause, second clause, and whether it is having a proper explanation and reference of the constitutional clauses and principles and articles. So everything they check it out, and member can suggest the changes there. So they here also, this at this reading also, what this stage also, what members can suggest changes, and after this voting is taken in the house. So now what happens? Now let's see that there is a third reading. Now bill is discussed briefly again during the third reading, and voting is taken for approving the bill. Now every time what is there, voting is taken. Why voting is taken? To see the weightage of the supporters and the approval that yes, this many now people or this number of people members are in favor of this bill. So voting is taken in the third reading also, and if the bill gets an assent by the required majority, then the bill is considered as passed in the house. So in this stage also, in third reading also, when the bill is having a maximum number of people in favor of it, then and there what happens, the bill is considered as a passed, that is, it is passed by the house. Now the bill undergoes the same procedure even in the other house. So other house means there are two houses, one is Lok Sabha and the other is Rajya Sabha. So we had discussed in detail about it, that how many members are there and who all are there, what all type of work is going on there. So both the houses are important, and if this same procedure is to be followed by every house, Lok Sabha also and Rajya Sabha also. So uh, Rajya Sabha is a permanent house, it is not dissolving. Why? Because there is a, after a tenure of certain years, I have explained it in the previous lecture in the and that the members, they have to leave their seats, and the new members are given the chance to be there. So there is, it doesn't dissolve, that is permanent house. And Lok Sabha, here what happens, every after 5 years, what is there, election do takes place, and as the election is there, what happens, the majority party, it gets a chance to form their government. And so this is how the things happen. So after getting the approval of what happened now, see, the bill undergoes the same procedure even in the other house, that is same thing as I said, that both the houses have to follow the same procedure. After getting approval by both the houses, now if the bill is of Lok Sabha, it has to be sent to the Rajya Sabha, and Rajya Sabha's bill, it has to be sent to it is a procedure, like if after getting approval by both the houses, so both the house should approve the bill, okay, and then the bill is sent for the assent, or for the assent of the president, that is the president's approval. So president has to go through it. If he finds that this bill is really worth, or it is going to be useful, or it is needed, or it should be implemented, then and then he give the, after final assent he gives, and the signature of the president, what happens, if he gives a sign on it, then the bill is converted to the law, and the law is made. So if the president is finding it, yes, that this bill, whatever is discussed in both the houses, and the bill has come to me, and on his table, after discussion, he also do have his advisory people there, and after discussion, or he himself, if he feels or she feels that this is good, or this is good for my country and my people, then he gives the sign, and then that bill becomes a law, it is converted into law, and the law is made. And if once the law is made, everyone, including the government and the people, have to follow it. So if the president is in favor of the bill, then that bill is converted into law, and if the president feels that this is not worthy, or it is not so much having the need now. It can be if the president is not in favor of the bill passed by both the houses, and he is having the right to reject the bill. So if he signs, then only the bill becomes a law. If he doesn't sign, if he or she is not signing on the paper, that bill doesn't become a law. Understood? So this is a procedure that we have, that is there to be followed, and nothing comes so easy in front of the people. Everything has to be through the proper channel, and there are so many experts, there are so many people involved in it, including the president of our country. So whatever laws are there, it is law and order, it is there, it's our duty to follow it, and live our life accordingly. And we have to be very much alert also. And as a citizen of India, we should be proud that we do have a very good constitution, and we do have a very good procedure that is there, and we do have a very good governing system that is there to govern our country. So that's it for today. Your homework is that who is our which are the bills which are coming in money bill, and which are the bills that is in ordinary bills, that you just find out, and keep it note there in your notebooks. And who is related to the budget, which minister is related to budget, that you find out. So that's it for today.